shall overcome.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. We shall overcome someday.
Oh, they're over there. Maybe you can't over there.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. We shall overcome someday.
And we shall revisit.
We shall revisit. We shall revisit. We shall revisit someday. We shall revisit someday. Ruto shall go. Ruto shall go. Ruto shall go someday. Ruto shall go someday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tuko set?
Yeah, Ruto shall go someday.
He will.
Ruto shall go someday. Yes. Ruto shall go someday. Ruto shall.
Uko tayari? Wakili ya patia brief kwanza.
Yes. So, yes. So, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen of the media, are you set?
Najua tutaambiwa hapa tusilie.
So, Ruto shall go, Ruto shall go, Ruto shall go someday. Ruto shall go someday.
Wacha tusonge tu pale.
Usonge pale.
Songe tu.
Usonge pale.
Songe tu.
We shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome someday. We shall overcome someday.
Jambo. Tumekaribia sana, turudi nyuma kidogo. Ama tuko sawa? Nyuma kidogo nimeona hivi. Ama hapa.
Live.
Yeah.
Live. Good. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen from the Father State. We do not take your presence here for granted. It shows the commitment you have towards liberating this country. And so here together with me are fellow freedom fighters who are fighting to liberate this country. We are here because Honorable Koimburi, the member of parliament for JUJA, has been arrested. He was brought here in the morning for questioning, and the grounds of the questioning or the offense that he said to have committed is that while he was in a certain church somewhere in his constituency last Sunday, he made a statement, he uttered a statement through his mouth, and I'm insisting through his mouth because I'll address that later, that Mr. William Ruto has spent over 13 billion bribing other presidents to vote for his favorite, Mr. Raila Odinga. That's the statement he has been brought here, and we have declined to record any statement, and therefore we have elected to remain silent. Most importantly is that he is being charged with offenses under the Cyber Crimes Act. He said that his utterances, the verbal utterances, amount to the violation of section 22, which deals with the data violation. So Mr. Koimburi perhaps is a computer or a phone gadget that is capable of making those violations. They have taken him to Kamukunji right now. They have refused to give him bail, but we are also engaging other facilities to ensure that we secure his freedom. With me is Mr. Jomo, an advocate, and our senior Mr. Maanzo, then Mheshimiwa Karongo will address you.
Very briefly, members of the public, what you note about this process is that Mr. Koimburi is accused of saying something, demanding accountability for use of public resources. Even if that was to be true, then a member of parliament represents the people. The issue of speaking as regarding accountability is asking how money has been spent. And if you look at the role of a member of parliament, members of parliament, National Assembly require that they do oversight. Oversighting government institution, oversighting the president even, is not a crime. So the charges are frivolous. There's no evidence to that effect, and there's nothing wrong has been done by even us asking. Everyone is asking how much was spent in the campaign for the chairmanship for AUC, so that whatever they are being charged with is an abuse of office and it is illegal. So that this is a clear case of intimidation, so that people don't ask about the truth, which is the wrong thing. I think our senior counsel, Kamado, can address the issue.
Yes, I want to say that what he has been charged with is for us. They should hurry up and take him to the Milimani Commercial Court so that we can go and oppose the charge. But I want to say that one of the biggest tasks Honorable Koimburi has is to impeach President Ruto. That particular allegation is sufficient ground to bring upon him an impeachment motion on the floor of the House, because that's the work of members of Parliament. That's sufficient ground, and I am very sure it can be substantiated. One or two people can give us that information, and then we will lay a ground for impeachment of Mr. Ruto. And the best thing is for them to hurry up. We meet in court, we oppose. It's a very frivolous charge. In fact, it doesn't exist in any books of law. It is interpretation. It should only be asked to clarify. And if he can be able to clarify, then that is his job, given by the people of
Thank you very much. As you have been told, the reason why we came here is to stand in solidarity with one Getungati, George Koimburi. Because what we have witnessed today is the same tactics used by President Ruto to intimidate, to silence, and try to keep those who criticize him, keep them quiet so that they don't say anything. But I think, looking at the things, I think Raila's defeat at the AUC imeuma watu sana, au kwa serikali imewauma, and that's why they are now taking every single opportunity that they have to try to harass a member of parliament. A member of parliament is given an opportunity by the constitution to oversight, to represent, and of course to come up with laws. So when Koimburi questions, a question that I'm going to ask on the floor of the House today, how much money was used to campaign for one defeated Raila Odinga? How much was used? That is a question any member of parliament would use. But we are telling the president, you say you are disappointed because Raila lost. We are disappointed you have taken our health NHIF. We are disappointed you are building houses and you are buying them. We are disappointed because all the money that was supposed to come to Kiambu to build Mau roads, you have diverted them. So I'm saying those who are arresting Koimburi, they should also come. I'm just here this guy, and I'm repeating the same what Koimburi said. So they should not weaponize DCI. They should not weaponize police to come and try to silence members of parliament. And I'm telling Koimburi, weka gangari. Wakupeleke wapi? Wakupeleke police. We are told he has been taken to Kamukunji police station to detain him. They arrested him in the morning. They should have just taken him to court. You know, why detain somebody? And the charges, as we are told by Wakili here, they are saying that he broke the law on cybercrime on something he verbally said. I mean, that is the absurdity of all. We cannot understand, you know. So we're telling President, I know you lost the AUC chairmanship, accept and move on. I know you are disappointed, accept and move on. We are determined. For us, we are disappointed and we are determined. We are we are determined. So prepare because we cannot keep quiet, we cannot stay mum. Thank you.
We shall.
Yegoyo. Tugukita guku kurugama no mwe witu gitungati George Koimburi mubunge wa JUJA tondu ni anyitirwo rucine akiuma gwake mucie athie bunge anyitirwo ni borithi na mamurehe guku kwa DCI mambia kuga ati maramunyita ni undu wa kaundu augire kuria kanitha-ini. I take over. I said, okay. Okay. Tugukite guku ni undu wa kurugama na gitungati mubunge wa JUJA niwe George Koimburi uria unyitirwo rucine ni borithi cia DCI makimurehe guku kwa DCI na matikumwirite niki maramunyitira no muico ni mauga ati ni unite watho wa computer ni undu wa ciugo augire na kanua gake muthenya wa Sunday ciugo cia kuria president atuike accountable na gutariria uria ahuthirie mbeca cia muingi gwikira Raila Odinga campaign kuria agetha giti kia chairman wa ANC na ni makimunyita ni mamutwara borithi ya Kamukunji kuria maraigania kurara nigetha mamutware igoti-ini muthenya wa rucio no macio mothe tutigane namo uhoro uria wi wa mane ati President Ruto ni warageria gukiria abunge na muno a Mount Kenya kugeria kumakiria nigetha matikamurie ciuria gwiciria Raila kugwa ni kurarakaririe Ruto muno no amenye we arakarite uguo araigua arakarite ithu turakarite maita 40 turakarite maundu maingi tondu we ndahuthira mbeca cia health wega cia ugima wa mwiri cina SHA nyumba araka no we uragura migunda itu no guthie rathie mbeca cia muingi ndara account uria kwagirire na nikio turoria ciuria icio koguo turenda kwira president angikorwo ni warakarire muno ni Raila kugwa tiga gutuherithia ithuĩ ni wira witu turaruta wa kurugamirira muingi na gukuria ciuria tondu mubunge wira wake uria munene ni kuria ciuria ni oversight na gutigirira president kana thirikari ni aruta wira uria kwagirire koguo we will not be cowed no tuguthie na mbere na kuria Ruto ciuria utunyite ithuothe ugire aria angi ukugira ithui tukurugama na muingi wa Kenya nigetha tutigirire ni maruta ni aruta wira uria kwagirire.
Yes. We basically looked at the law, section 22 of the Cyber Crimes Act, looked at the allegations of what our client was being accused of, and realized that whatever we were being accused of does not disclose an offense. Therefore, there was nothing to write home about. Number two, it is his constitutional right to remain silent as and when he so wishes. So we have just chosen to exercise our rights and also exercise what the law says, that nobody shall be charged on an offense if the offense was not known in law, as at that time we call it Nurem Crimen Sine Lege. So there was nothing to write home about. It was just a nonsensical, baseless, frivolous, and tedious summons that we have discarded. But nevertheless, because they have the apparatus of power, they have decided to hold him at Kamukunji police station. They could not explain why they cannot detain him here at Naiga police station or any other decent police station. So what is happening is that Kamukunji police station has been allowed to remain in that deplorable state so that they can use it as a torture chamber to any person who is desirable and undesirable according to Ruto's views and analysis. It's upon the members of parliament, therefore, to ask a question: why one must be detained specifically at Kamukunji? Because Kamukunji is a torture chamber, is deplorable, is in a bad state, and anybody who needs to be punished by Mr. William Ruto that is always the place preferred for such kind of executions. What is next is that we have gone to the High Court to ask the High Court to grant bail to our client and we are hopeful that the application will be able to meet, to be evaluated by the judge in a matter of time, so that we can secure bail for him. These guys have no intentions of releasing our clients on police bail or police bond, and therefore we have engaged other constitutional mechanisms to secure his freedom. Thank you. Yes, thank you. So you shall become.
Naona naona